What is up and how is it going, Yeousch Reloaded? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I am happy to be bringing you all some pretty sweet gameplay and then also some really great tips and tricks as well to get in the holiday spirit, the holiday season. As you know, a lot of Christmas noobs will be rolling into the Call of Duty Black Ops 2 servers, so I'm going to be sharing with you all some great tips and try and help you guys to maybe even perform better, get some even better gameplays against the new players. And then for all of you new players out there, I'll have a couple beginners tips as well to help you out along your learning curve as well. So before we get into the video, I'd just like to point out that I think this is a 100+ kill gameplay, and I am a director for Yeousch Reloaded, so if you'd like to stop by my channel, a link will be in the description and an annotation on screen as well. And there we go, picking up the dogs and swarm for the first round, and 100+ gameplay, and this might even be the highest KD gameplay on this map for Black Ops 2 so far. But anyways, the first tip we run into here is a freeze frame. You'll notice there's not one but two enemies on my screen. I have a submachine gun and it's a long range engagement. I'm fortunate enough to actually pick off the first one, but I pulled one of the smartest moves that any Call of Duty player needs to have in his arsenal, which is learning and knowing when to run away from an engagement. You know, a lot of people may tell you this, you may have heard this before, but it's kind of hard to grasp what I mean until you fully understand it and until you do it yourself, to be honest. And it's not one of those things where you're going to do it automatically without even having to think about it right away. It does take some practice and it does take experience, but I promise over time you will learn to run away from certain engagements. And honestly, you know, the saying better safe than sorry is always applicable to these types of situations. You don't want to run the risk of getting picked off by a sniper at long range or anything like that. Now, the submachine gun I'm using in this gameplay is very effective and not too much recoil, so I do end up winning a few medium range engagements, which is nice. And if you want to try out this class setup, guys, it's pretty good, I'm not going to lie. And I mean, as you'll see, I do some absolute beasting in this video. But I'm rolling with the Vector K10. That is the submachine gun of choice for this gameplay. And then for the attachments, I'm using the long barrel and fast mag. Now, the fast mag is essential simply because I am rolling with no secondary weapon to kind of save a point off my class, what is it called, the 10-point created class system, and I'm using that for another wild card because I'm actually rolling with 5 perks, believe it or not, in this gameplay. No lethal or tactical equipment. You'll notice that as well, and this gameplay kind of exemplifies what my channel is all about. You know, it's gun skill and then it's map knowledge, and I'm not, you know, getting any kills with a bouncing Betty or C4, and I'm not helping myself out with any tactical equipments. It's purely gun skill and map knowledge that is hard at work here, as well as some score streaks, of course, to help me get to those 100 kills, especially in a 6v6 domination game type. But that's kind of what my channel is all about, and like I said, if you want to stop by, link in the description. I'm sure you will enjoy my content. And I post a wide variety of videos, anything from live commentaries to gameplays like this. I have an FFA with every gun series where I try and win an FFA game with every gun in the game. That includes pistols, ballistic knives, throwing whatever, crossbow, you know, wacky setups, everything you can imagine. And then I also specialize in tips and tricks as well, kind of similar to this video, but I typically go more in depth too. Now, one of the other tips that I have for you guys is that, believe it or not, you actually not only have to cater to your own playstyle, but you have to cater to the enemy's playstyle as well. And basically what I mean is, if you're a hardcore rusher, kind of like I am, you enjoy the fast-paced action, and you're always trying to be in the enemy spawn, it's going to be challenging for you to succeed against a lobby full of, you know, assault rifle, sniper rifle, campers, and that sort of thing. So sometimes you might want to have multiple class setups ready so you can kind of change your playstyle on the fly and learn to adapt. That's one of the most important things in any Call of Duty game. So right here on your screen in the top left hand corner, you're seeing your mini-map, right? And as you can see, I stumble upon these enemies because I'm on the opposite side of the map from all of my teammates, and this is something that is extremely useful in any Call of Duty game because a lot of people may rely on that UAV to help them identify where the enemy is located on the map at any time, but what people don't realize is you don't actually need a UAV or an orbital VSAT in this case. I mean, look at my UAV right now, my mini-map. You can see all my enemies are on the left side. They're in front of me right now. They're by the A spawn, and then all my teammates are on the complete opposite side of the map. And guys, this works like 90% of the time. Well, rage quit right there. This works like 90% of the time. And there's some other things that you can do in various game modes to learn where the enemy is at, right? So domination, you hear that voiceover say, you know, we're losing A, bam, you know enemies are on the A flag, right? Or maybe you see that skull pop up, like there's one on screen on the right now, just disappeared, but I'm sure you've noticed what I'm talking about. You see that little skull, there it is in front of me again, there's a couple on screen. That lets you know that a teammate just died in that spot, so now you know you need to go there to find that enemy. And oftentimes these sorts of little things will really help you in your game. And just make sure you're always constantly checking your minimap. Now, real quick, towards the end of this gameplay, I'm trying to flood out. I don't even know if that's the right word, but I'm trying to kind of. Here's an example right there. Right, there's a bouncing Betty on the ground. I don't see it, but I hear it. And because of the button layout that I'm using, which is tactical, for those of you that aren't aware, it's a very useful setup, not only for drop shotting, which I don't recommend, but also for dodging bouncing Bettys and ducking under them quickly. And it's just extremely useful, and I recommend that if you have trouble with avoiding bouncing Bettys and that sort of thing, try on the tactical button layout and see if that helps you dodge them that much faster. Anyways, guys, I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. 105 and 1 kill gameplay. You guys are freaking awesome over there on Yeousch Reloaded. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember, link in the description for my channel if you'd like to stop by and see other beast gameplays like this one, or some tips and tricks as well. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a great day.